Good morning and welcome to Joy News Interactive. We're live from digital address GA0992539 here in Kokomemle, Accra. We're also on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 144. On WhatsApp, it's 055-815-7074. So send those messages through and we'll read them to our viewers. You can also join the conversation on Facebook and Twitter. We are Joy News on TV. So we all thought it would be an easy ride for Pep Guardiola and his men, right? Well, Klopp continued his dominance on Pep and showed that Liverpool is still a don when it comes to European football. And why are some Ghanaians saying they jump at the least opportunity to fly out of the country? These and others on our menu today on your most interactive show on Joy News Multi TV. Now, let's start with the findings of a Pew Research Center survey. This has revealed that 75% of Ghanaians will go to live in another country if they had the means and opportunity. At least 4 in 10 people in sub-Saharan countries, including Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, and Kenya, replied that they would jump at the opportunity. However, 3/4 of those surveyed in Ghana and Nigeria answered yes. Well, I had to bring this home and to the streets. So I asked a few people on the streets of Accra if they would jump at the opportunity, and this is what they had to say.
With everything that I see happening in the Western countries, with the racism and all those bigotry, I don't think I would like to go there. I would rather stay in my country and hustle, hopefully help my country develop as I develop, rather than leave it for someone else to come and corrupt it for me and then go somewhere and then go and do the job. The job I might go outside and do, I would never do it in my country. And to me, that's hypocrisy. I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather stay in my country and hustle with my country.
No. I don't think the right thing. No matter what, this is our country. So we have to make sure, we have to try to make it work. You see, going outside or living to other countries will not solve our problem. Because this is our country, and this is where we have to, try and then change our mentality and try to make sure everything works again. We can do it.
For me, I'm a proud Ghanaian, and migrating from Ghana wouldn't be an option. But say traveling from here to maybe overseas and coming back is an option. So fully migrating, I don't think so.
That's very true. I'm more part of Ghana. Ghana here, the youth is hardly to get opportunity nowadays.
I prefer to stay, and I have reasons. I don't see why I should migrate. Well, Ghana is a good country, even though there are a bit hardship. I know we can put in a lot to make it a better place for us. Migration is not a solution. No, not at all.
So let's go to Facebook. I want to know, are you part of the 75% that will go live in another country if the opportunity arrives? And Brian Jeremiah says, I will not, because Ghana is a peaceful country full of natural resources and opportunities for economic growth and development. Home, sweet home. There's no place like home. Europe has been developed by Europeans. Africa must be developed by Africans. So Brian Jeremiah got 4 replies on that. Let's go to Papa Wonki, who says, this is what we call... so you can tickle yourself and laugh. By the way, it's your opinion, and I respect it. Brian Jeremiah comes to say, ha, 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 I love that. And Edward says, you sure you say that from your heart? Nice write up, though. If we can go to Joseph, who says, I'm happy to be in Ghana and will forever be here, but my problem is job. That is what's killing me. And Emmanuel comes to say, Ghana, me say, I'm not going nowhere. And Sizeless says, quick. So he jump at the opportunity quick. He even ride a horse if he has to. And Evelyn Tay says, no, I have had the opportunity to travel a little. I love my country. And we can go to Patrick K, who says, You mean move to Togo? And Davis comes in to say, they told us things that will be better, but I tell you what, same old story. And Evans Fantastic says, I will not miss such opportunity because living in Ghana is like no hope. No job, rent is high, and many. So those are some of your comments if you would jump at the opportunity to move out of Ghana. Charlotte comes in to say that they don't know what they are talking about. They should ask themselves why other nationals are trooping into the country. And Rose says, I'll visit other places but will not leave Ghana. Keep your WhatsApp messages coming through on 055-815-7074. And David says, all right, let's see what Louis say. I will jump at it because in Ghana, systems don't work here. Our leaders have failed us. They think more of themselves. And Kofi Akwa says, it's obvious. That means he would jump at that opportunity. And Papa Wonky comes in to say again that yes, and I will not think twice for great life. And Hope comes in to say, I will migrate, Papa. After all, Ghana was sold out. To be slave in another man's country is better to be slave in your own country. So those are some of your comments there. Valanyo says, there is no place like home, Ghana is sweet. Papa Abi, yes, it is. It's very sweet. I'll stay in Ghana and make a living. And Albert Nana says, oh yes, I'll go without thinking twice. Imagine waking up at 3 a.m., leaving home by 4 and returning at 10 p.m. And you do this every day, and then when the people have issues, they come to you for solutions as if you are the be-all and the end-all for all of them. So this is our lives as journalists, and I'm not the only one in this part. There are others whose jobs are very stressful. For example, taxi drivers, public relations experts, senior corporate experts, event coordinator, police officers, pilots, firefighters, military personnel. But truth is, no job will ever be stress-free. But doing what you love makes it easier for you to endure the pain. So in your opinion, I want to know, what is the most stressful job in Ghana and why?
Right now, every work is stressful because of the way the things are going on in this country. Every work is stressful.
Driving and then selling something. And
I think every job is stressful, depending on what you are doing. Every job is stressful in its own ways.
I would go with the firefighter. This is because I think they lack the equipment their counterparts in other countries, especially the Western countries, have, which made it easier for them. But with our country, they lack the equipment, and because of that, they have to improvise. And with this improvisation, sometimes it comes with life-threatening. You understand what I mean? So that's why I think it's firefighting.
Many, but for the ladies, I think the seamstress and the hairdressing are.
I think it will be the taxi drivers.
Ghana here, every work is stressful. Yeah, work in Ghana is very stressful. You go to work, let's say 7 o'clock, you close 7.
Let's get your thoughts on Facebook now at Vincent Breyer, who says teaching at the basic level, especially in the private sector, intimidation, fear, panic, gossiping, and a whole lot. And Valanya comes in to say teaching, controlling kids in classroom is not an easy task, and it is very stressful when it comes to preparing notes and marking. And Godwin comes in to say trying to talk to people to understand the importance need for tractor rental services, which will help boost the confidence of the poor farmers to do more. And Kwesi comes in to say that teaching is the most stressful, especially in the rural areas. Managing people from different backgrounds with different characters in order to put up good morals and imparting knowledge and making sure they all understand what is being taught. And at the end of the month, a pittance is given as teacher's salary, makes it more stressful. Bless says, okay, he's giving us some weight loss advice there. But Brian Jeremiah says banking is one of the stressful work. You go to work early and close late because all customers must be served better and on time. Papa Wonky comes to say politics, because for a politician to control a lie and to have to defend it with another lie will be crazy stressful. Virtue comes in to say teaching, and the reason is controlling the kids in a classroom and preparing notes. So it seems like a lot of people think that teaching is very stressful, to be controlling the kids and preparing notes and all the marking. But Evans Fantastic says, well, to be perfectly honest, in my humble opinion, of course without offending anyone who thinks differently from my point of view, but also by looking into this matter, and okay, so is he going to answer the question or not? No, he's not answering the question of which is the most stressful job in Ghana. And Gotson TB says, teaching kids with different moral backgrounds is really stressful, especially of only few who are intelligent. And Issa says, Mason Concrete's work is the most stressful job in this world. And Hope says, the work I'm doing right now, because no off day, no leave, no nothing, very stressful and annoying. Well, Hope, it would be nice if you told us what you are doing. So those are some of your comments on what is the most stressful job in Ghana. We're going to take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll take some of your WhatsApp messages. Do stay tuned. You're still watching Joy News Interactive with me, Mapitsi Sibidi. Before the break, we're talking about which is the most stressful job in Ghana, and we're also talking about migration. Would you jump at the opportunity to go abroad or somewhere else besides Ghana? So let's take some of your WhatsApp messages. This one says, the most stressful job to me is the cameraman. And this one says, I will not leave Ghana. Freedom, freedom everywhere. And this one says, mining is the most stressful job because you have to run day and night duties. This is from Suleiman Kram from Hafu. And then this one is, let's see, the most stressful job for him is that those men who public toilets because they inhale the odor, who clean public toilets because they inhale the odor 24/7 from Moses. And then he's also commenting on the migration. He says, if you left your country, who'll develop it for you? There's a get which says you can't use a left hand for direction to your hometown from Moses once again. So these are some of your WhatsApp messages. And this one says, Charlie, a short migration to the west to see capital is good, but staying here abroad for life is not good. And this one comes in to say that I can't leave my sweet motherland Ghana. I am for Ghana, and Ghana is for me. All right, so those are some of your WhatsApp messages. Keep them coming through. So Ghanaian acts Wota have a song, and I want to paraphrase the words. Big dreams, all I can see. Sometimes I try to make them true. We all have dreams that we want to see come true. And Martin Luther had one, and that is why he wrote the speech, I have a dream. Now, inspired by that, I want to know, what is the one dream you have for Africa? Let's go to Facebook. And so this is a quote from his speech that says, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, and that all men are created equal. Oh, so that is Martin Luther King Jr. there. So Kingsley comes in to say, nowadays, when I see or hear I have a dream, the first to pop up in my head is Kumi Guitar, I guess. And he's got two replies, and then he says, ha ha ha, he's a dream, he is to be a betweener. And Kingsley comes to say, my stomach. And Brian Jeremiah says, creating economic opportunities for the good people of Africa to stay in Africa, to see Africa where the people will go about their daily normal duties in peace and security, to see Africa where there's justice and the rule of law, to see Africa where there's media freedom and freedom of responsible speech. And Michael says, I wish Africa to be a corruption-free continent so that they can stand on their feet without depending on foreign aid. Ghana beyond aid is possible, so let us all as a nation support it. And up here, Chris says, to put political criminals behind bars. If I was Nana Addo, those criminals he mentioned at least have been sanctioned to house arrest before any proceedings. And Ka Na Wu says, my dream for Africa is to one day see the return of leaders like Nkrumah taking the lead in all African countries and leading the course of Africa. And Nero comes in to say that to Razak says, one day all our corrupt leaders will be sentenced to 1,000 years for hard labor. And Virgie comes to say that his dream is for Africa to be like Europe. Well, lovely. And Solomon says, oh, we can be better than Europe, actually. Africa can be better than Europe. And Solomon says economic and mental emancipation. And Nana Safo says peace and diplomacy. And Timothy says fearless to resist the oppressor's rule. So those are some of your Facebook comments on what dream you have for Africa. But let's watch that Martin Luther King speech.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be...
Powerful speech there. My dream is just simple, that females must be treated with respect, and they must feel safe in their workplaces and their homes. But let's go to some soccer now. And before we go, Liverpool humiliated Manchester City by 3-0 in their first leg of the UEFA Champions League quarter-final clash. So goals by inform Mo Salah, Alexandra, Chamberlain and Sadio Mane in the first half dosed the flames of Pep Guardiola's men. Were you surprised by the results? I don't know. Were you surprised? Did you enjoy the game? Did you watch the game? Let's go to Twitter though, at Michael Owen, who says, I was covering the Barcelona game last night with BT Sports, but had more than half an eye on the at LFC versus Manchester game. What an incredible performance by at LFC, and another amazing European night at Anfield. And okay, well, let's see if we can get more interesting tweets on yesterday's game. If we can see, okay, so at Real Talk United says Marcus Rashford scored 2 goals with two shots on target against Liverpool. Gabriel Jesus completed 6 passes in the first half against Liverpool. 3 of them were kickoffs. Levels, and that's from at Real Talk United. And this is from at Ian Wright, who says, let's see if we can get that tweet from Ian Wright on yesterday's match. Seems like we can't get it, but it says, can't understand why so many people are saying that Liverpool versus City game is not over yet to Liverpool fans. All of people know that. But come on, they've just beaten the best. They've just beaten the best team in the country. Let them enjoy it. And those are some of the tweets on yesterday's game. Let's see if we can go to at Paddy Power says, Man City. Let's see if we can get that tweet at Paddy Power, who says, Man City have signed a multi-year, multi-millionaire pound partnership with Tinder. One condition of the deal being that app no longer works on Mayer's side, because if City can't score in Liverpool, nobody else is allowed either. So that is all from the Thursday edition of Joy News Interactive with me, Peter CBD. I'm going to leave you with the video of the day.
Why you acting so bad? Daddy, mommy. Why you acting so bad? Mommy and daddy. Why you acting so bad? Money got the rights on you, mama, papa. Tell me who you are. And into your face, mama.
Thank you.